We're gonna go to another one by Zach. All right, and this one on the same like animal kick. It's called Animosity.
Yo, Animosity. This is another great one. Okay, I'm normally like if you mentioned before, I'm normally like a dystopia zombie type character here. It's by Aftershock again. Aftershock again. It is
They are.
about
I just want to say real quick. Sorry, they are up and coming. Like they are one of the indie companies that are like making a big wave into the comic industry. Like sometimes you get some that are hit and miss, but Aftershock just keeps going upward. Like they just keep getting good and getting better books.
I agree, and this is one of their original flagship titles. Basically, it's about this girl who has this dog, and the world changes like in a blink of an eye. All the pets, all the animals in the world become sentient. Everything, sharks, goldfish, and they've been listening and hearing to everything we've been doing.
Ooh-wee.
So they tear it up. They destroy everything. They could talk. You got like koalas holding like handguns. You got like tigers running things. And not to give it away, but this girl has this dog who's just loyal to her, man. Like after everything is going crazy, everyone is like betraying everyone. All the animals betray their owners essentially.
Yep.
And this dog just holds true to his owner. And like all the other animals are like, why aren't you like, killing her? But the dog loves her, man. And it's almost to like how your dog is like man's best friend or like a boy and his dog, but it's with a girl. And like, it's just amazing. And she has to survive this whole like journey with them. It's a really good book. It's a feels book. I mean, you get feelings of like a young child and like of like your youth and like, oh, this is your dog. This is your pet, your ride or die pet right now.
Exactly.
And everything is just going bananas. And then you get from animals' perspectives. The animals talk and everything. Like they're having like crazy conversations about life. And it's just really, really good. If you like the zombie genre, you want to twist on it, hook up Animosity. I got year 1. I think it goes to year 3. Definitely pick it up.
Okay. You know what? Listening to it reminds me of a couple of things. So the classic book, Animal Farm, right, where the animals kind of take over the farm. Like they don't truly become sentient because they're only communicating with each other, but they can understand each other. And they decide we need to be, why are we living out here in the farm when the humans live in the building where it's heated, it got food? Like we need to be in charge of ourselves, not the farmer. So it gives me some of that. But then there was a book a while ago, a long time ago. I can't remember the author. I think it was Grant Morrison. Was We Three?
Oh,
about these three animals that kind of were experimented on and became like robots and they can talk. They were like cyborgs in the sense of like part animal, part, and that was crazy.
Listen, we could do a one on We Three. I wanted to mention We Three, but you did it. Grant Morrison, spoiler, made that book in the hopes of it becoming a movie. I love We Three. I cried at the end of We Three. It was so sad.
Oh man,
so good, dude. With the little bunny and everything. We gotta do one on We Three. But yes, it's We Three vibes, Kearney. It's definitely
okay. I gotta pick that up.
Gotta pick it up.
I want to close it out with a book that I just discovered about. Actually, a recommendation from you, but I just discovered it. It's called The Banks, and this book right here, it took me by surprise. It's by another company that's new called TKO. And if you look at it's kind of huge. It's bigger than a normal graphic novel. And this is like how they print all of their books. So it's not like super high of cost, $20 for this volume, but it's really nice. So it's about a crime family. So it takes place once again in Chicago on the South Side. Like for 50 years, the women of the Banks family have been the most successful thieves in the city, following one simple rule: get in, get away, get paid, never get greedy. So it takes a turn for the worse when it's like one of the main characters, her father, is locked up and he's accused of a crime. He was obviously a robber as well, but the way he got locked up and found and got charged was not okay. It was like this shady business that went down. And so she kind of rejects the family. Like she can't stand her mom because of this. She doesn't like her grandmother because she's the one who kind of like was the matriarch that started this. And she was just like, I can't stand them y'all. And she's like, in this, I think she's in finance, and she's trying to make a way for herself, and she start trying to become partner. And her like fiance works there too. They both grinding, and then this job comes up, and this guy comes in. And he like, he's kind of flirting with her. She's like, I can't stand this guy. Why is he bothering me? But he's like the biggest client for this company. They're like, you need to be nice to him because he makes us a lot of money. Like, if we get his account, this next account, it's gonna set you up for life. You're good. You be instant millionaire. So she's like, whatever. And she learns that this guy has a connection to her father. And she's like, wait a minute. And then she goes and like consults with her mom real quick, and she was like, no. And they all are like, we got to take this guy down. Like he's the reason why things got messed up. He's the reason why your father got put in jail and he's dead now. All this is on him. So they set up this heist to kind of like try to take him down. And it's her coming into her family, kind of still hating them, but not wanting to commit all the way. And it's a lot of once again that duality. I always love that she struggles with how much to give, how much to take, and then at the same time, her fiance is getting jealous because like she started spending time with this guy. She's flirting with him because her mom's like, "This is what you need to do, but don't go too far." So it's a real good play, and I love that, man. I'll just show you some of the inside. It's really raw and gritty. It kind of gives you that old like 70s, 80s vibe, but it's modern. It's now. So I just kind of give you a little taste of like the art and how it looks. And it's like they know their stuff. And what makes it so great is that this main character now, she's like the tech end. It's like her mom and her grandmother, they kind of old school. They got the old detective things and how to break in with the safes with the stethoscope and everything, but she knows all the tech stuff.
Yeah, I just want to like off screen. I've been talking about this book to Kearney, and Kearney gives me so many book advice, but I was like, man, you got to read this book. I was like, got to read this Banks book. And then Kearney's telling me about this book. We were talking about the same book, y'all. We're talking about the same book. And it's amazing. The social media on this was really crazy. You definitely got to pick up this book. What I like about it is the family politics, especially if it's written well, because you get all those deep character connections. And that's what this book has. So if you like that feel of like a family vibe, internal struggle, definitely pick this up. This book is amazing. We were talking about the same book for like 2 weeks.
Yes, and we didn't know it.
We didn't know it. But anyway,
like you say, the family dynamic is so crazy because I think it's not her father. I think it's actually her grandfather. I can't remember to be 100% certain. But like her mom, there's also hatred, not just because of the family, but her mom is in the same sex marriage, and she kind of has some feelings about that too. So it's like all these things she's got in her. Like she wants to be so far from her family. She doesn't want to be like them, but ultimately she is. And I think that's that part, though, and that kind of hits home with a lot of people. Like, you grow up thinking, I'm not going to be like my parents. I'm going to be so different. And then you say something, do something like, dang, I'm just like my parents. So it hits home with that really, really well.
Yeah. Man, those are great picks, man. Those are great picks.
So those are some of ours. There are so many more. We can only get to a few. Though. So once again, if you enjoyed this, make sure you smash that like button. Let me know what's happening. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell.
Hit that bell, y'all.
Please drop a comment. We really want to know what you think of these books, or what are some of your books with strong female protagonists that you would like maybe us to review later, or just kind of talk about in more detail. Just let us know what's going on. I got one little surprise for you. So went to the comic shop today, and there was a new book out on the shelf. Had no idea what this was, and it's called Slumber. Has a strong female lead. And I'm looking at the cover, like, what is this? It's all bloody, and this girl's coming out this closet. Like, what's happening? And so I was asking the people at the shop, what's the premise? So it's this lady. She's kind of like a detective. And what's happening is that people are dying in their dreams. And so it's like their nightmares are killing them. And so she has the ability to go into someone's dream, kind of like Inception in a way. She goes into the dream, and she is fighting off the nightmares for them and trying to figure out why all of a sudden are they trying to kill. So it's some kind of mystery. This is only issue 1. I haven't finished reading it yet, but I'm sucked in right now. I want to know what's going on, why is this happening, and how it's going to turn out.
Yeah, it sounds like reverse Freddy Krueger. Sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, it is. That's exactly what it sounds like the opposite of Freddy Krueger, like the reverse cone, going in to figure out instead of somebody trying to come out.
That's dope.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for coming along with this journey, and I will catch you next time. Peace. Hey, you just finished watching the last video of Zach and I talking about strong female protagonists in comics. If you really enjoyed it, don't forget to drop a comment. Let us know your opinions and how you like that and what some of your favorite books that we talked about. Also, if you really would like to see a behind the scenes of just Zach and I nerding out, talking about comics, it's all the stuff I left on the editing room floor. I will show it to you as a bonus video for 50 likes. So let's go ahead and get 50 likes into the video right now, and then I will drop a secret bonus video not that long afterward, probably the next day. of us, just Zach and I talking and nerding out the whole time. It'll be a short video, but just see what we discussed after we finish filming. All right, I'll catch you all next time. I'm your host, Joseph. Fiction Ink Flow. I'm your host, Joseph. Fiction Ink Flow. I'm your host, Joseph. Fiction Ink Flow. If you don't have it, you are truly missing it. What's up? I'm your host, Joseph. Fiction Ink Flow. I'm your host, Joseph. Fiction Ink Flow. I'm your host, Joseph. Fiction Ink Flow. If you don't have it, you are truly missing it. What's up? We are talking about Fiction Ink Flow. What's up?